So who can be an actor in a film? Well, I'll tell you. Anybody can be an actor. Your best friend, anybody that you know in your life, anybody you've ever met can be an actor. And whilst this may sound like a fairly bold statement, I've had 5 years of degree training and I've never been in any major films. Just a couple of independent films that have either been made by myself or by people that I've come to know quite well over the years. Now, whilst I've never had that much success, there are several actors which have actually come from absolute nothing and ended in major roles in big films. Um, there was a guy called Suraj Sharma, I believe, who was in Life of Pi as the main character, and he came from absolutely nothing, ended up in the audition process, and they loved him and they used him in the film. And he'd never acted before. He went to a couple of classes, trained a little bit, and instantly we have a big movie star. Just appears from nothing, from nowhere. It's amazing, that, isn't it? And there's people who've also done like minor roles in films and who've never been heard of again, who've just come from nothing as well. One guy who's barely known, actually, was in a very famous film called Alien. His name is Bolaj Badejo, and he actually was the guy in the alien suit in the majority of the scenes. Of course, they used an acrobat in the one where he comes down from the ceiling and does that graceful unfurl thing. But it just goes to show you that nobody needs acting experience to be in a big film. I'm going to sort of hit you with something here. When an actor does well on screen, and they do really well, that is down to the actor. If an actor does badly on screen, that is down to the director, because you should be there with your actor saying, try it like this, can you try saying it like this, use a deeper voice maybe, or try and feel a bit more emotion, or maybe that's a little bit too much emotion, maybe just try and drop it down a little bit. You see, human beings have got this amazing ability to mimic each other with the way that they speak, the way that they act, and even bad mimicry, if it's practiced, it can get better and better and better. And if a scene is not perfect the first couple of times you shoot it, rehearse and rehearse and rehearse, because some professional actors will walk in, they'll know exactly what they're doing, like for example Jeff Bridges. He just walks on set and he knows exactly where he's going, everything that he's going to do. Absolutely brilliant actor. He was absolutely perfect in The Big Lebowski. And just listening to the directors talk about how brilliant this actor was, it makes me think, wow, I wish I was like that. But, sometimes it helps to take people and just rehearse the scenes and rehearse the scenes and rehearse the scenes. Don't worry about what you're doing, because you can always film the shots later, as long as the scene is being rehearsed and the actor is learning what they need to do, the motions, the way that they talk, the way that they act, the way that they feel in the scene, that is down to the director honing them. So if an actor looks bad, it's down to the director. If an actor looks good, it's down to the actor. Now, the process of taking an actor who looks bad and making them look good, that is down to the director, and that is what you as a director should be doing. So when you're working with other people, just try not to be too hard on people who don't know how to act, because everybody in their own way acts. It's like they all go outside and pretend to their social circle, hey, I'm okay, I live a perfectly normal life, and they go back to their bedroom and they've got like this horse head thing in their bedroom, and it's all frightening, or they've got like, God knows, they've got an obsession with cameras. Like me, I've got so many freaking cameras. That's just two of them. My partner's got one of my cameras at the moment as well, and there's cameras downstairs as well. That wasn't a camera, that was actually my keys from work, because I got a job on top of all that as well. And there's also keyboards in my room as well, because I'm clearly completely unhinged. But dropping down a little bit, when it comes down to being an actor and doing things, anybody can be an actor, and it is your job as the director to craft and sculpt an actor's performance to the level of perfection which you want in your piece. Because if that actor or actress looks bad, that's entirely down to you. You're the person who says, yes, I like that camera shot, that worked. I like that acting, that worked. And if the camera shot's bad, the acting's bad, anything is bad about the scene, that's down to you as the director. And you should... I found a lot of independent directors are like... oh God, if only my actors had been better, or if only my musical composer had been better, or all of these other things. It's not about that. It's about you. You are the director. You sculpt, you create, you make this thing work. You know, you make it come from nothing and sculpt it and make it beautiful, because you've got to have this vision of how you want things to look. And I've looked at my own work and I've thought to myself, maybe I could have directed that actor a little bit better. Or maybe I could have done this, and maybe I could have done that. And looking back at your work and realising that it's not perfect, and it never will be perfect, no matter how good you sculpt it. Nothing is ever perfect. But try and think to yourself, before either blaming an actor for not being able to act, try looking deeper than that and looking into yourself, because you are the person who has to bring it out of the actor. Anyway, I'm just getting to a phase where I'm sort of repeating myself. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Sorry about my slightly psycho moment a bit earlier. I hope that's given you something to chuckle at. Anyway, take care, have a groovy day. See you later.